Well, so far I can hear my neighbor's leaf blower, which is every day. I can hear the train going by, and I can hear the fucking ice cream man. Unreal, guys. Please help me. You hear all this? Listen. Listen to all this chaos around here. The worst area to live if you want to make videos. Not happening. So I want to show you this 1873 Winchester replica from Uberti. And as far as the replicas go, as far as the research I've done, Uberti and Taylor and Company, those two arms companies, they seem to be the on the top of the quality list as far as fit and finish and smooth actions and reliability. And so I went with the Uberti because my cowboy handgun, my revolver, the 1851 38 Special, is the same as the Uberti and has the same color case hardening like this does. So it's pretty much, they go together like a pair. But that one shoot 357 Magnum. This is stamped on the barrel 357 Magnum or 38 Special. Now I had a lever action before, and what I like over that one is I had a Henry. I liked the Henry. It was smooth. It shot great. There was zero recoil because it was heavy. But the only thing I didn't like about it is it didn't have the side loading gate. And to me, I didn't think it would bother me. I'm like, yeah, I can deal with it. I really want the side loading gate, but I can deal with it. I can deal with it because the Henrys are a lot cheaper than the Ubertis. You know, these are expensive. The Henrys are like $800. You know, these are like $400 or $500 more than that. So you know, so I ended up selling the Henry a long time ago to a friend, which he's loving it. That was 45 long Colt, that one, and I went with the 357 38 Special. I figure you get more out of it. You know, you get two different calibers. It's nice as far as power goes. Looking at this thing up close, I mean, the craftsmanship and the fit, it looks like it was so carefully made. I mean, the wood, I mean, I don't know if you can see this, how the wood meets the tang and the wood meets the receiver is like, the seam is so nice and tight. Everything is flush and there's nothing like off center. You know, which you would expect with this kind of gun. This kind of gun, you know, when you buy guns like this thing's got to be beautiful like a grandfather clock. It's got to look like it's homemade, like a piano, you know. And that's the look it definitely has. It definitely has a high quality feel. I've been playing with the action a little bit. It has the smoked blued screws, which give it a really nice look, which means they're black screws, but they have like a bluish highlight. Real beautiful, man. It's just stupid sweet. It has a big, long 20-inch octagon barrel. It's super heavy, which is going to be great when we're shooting it, and it's going to be fantastic with recoil. It'll probably be a tack hammer because this thing ain't going to budge when it recoils, you know what I mean? Especially 38s. There's a few things about cowboy guns you got to know. The thing is, they're ammunition specific. It'll probably run regular 38 round nose, but you're not supposed to use round nose because the round nose leans on the primer inside the loading tube, which is in here. So when all the bullets are lined up inside, the nose of the bullet is leaning on the primer of the next bullet. Will it go off? Probably no. Probably never. Another thing is when you're cycling it with the round nose has to slide off the next bullet to come up into the chamber. So it goes over the primer, hits the rim, and you have that little boom boom, you know, so it makes it feel less slick, less smooth. Now if you get 38 flat points, 357 lead flat points, it's going to be nothing leaning on the primer, and it's going to cycle cycle through the gun a lot more efficiently and smooth, and it's going to be a lot more of a nicer experience when you're shooting it if you use the proper ammo. If you use cowboy ammunition, they call it. And now what a lot of guys do with these guns is the guys that actually do cowboy shooting competition, they send them out to get slicked up. And what they do is they have companies that take these guns in and they take them all apart, all the way down, everything. And anything that touches anything gets polished. And when it's all done and it's all together, you'll feel a big difference. So anything that's moving around, that's touching anything else, everything gets polished up. And it's, you know, they call it slicking up the lever action. Out of the box, stock, it feels good. I'm not real experienced with these, but I think it feels good. I mean, that's pretty smooth. I mean, it's, I don't even feel any resistance. Now, one thing about these lever actions, if you're new to them, they also can tune them so you don't have to fully extend it to eject a round. They'll tune it so it ejects right here, so you can shoot fast. Am I going to get that done? No. No. I'm not going to get into cowboy shooting and competition. This is going to be for recreation and just getting the feel of the old times, how it was, and we'll see how it goes from there. If I jump into it like it starts to become like a real hobby, then I'd probably send it out to get it tuned. But right now, I put some Lucas oil in there, especially on the lifter, on the sides where it rubs, and it feels pretty damn good. I don't know if I mentioned this, has a dust cover on the top. Back in the 1800s, when it had a dust cover on the top, but you had to move it out of the way before you could start shooting. Now, the modern one, it moves it out of the way automatically. So this is an old style lever action. You got to remember, you know, the Henrys are a modern lever action. They look old. They have the same old style, but the way the mechanism work and the internals are modern. So that's why right out of the box, a Henry feels super smooth. Okay, but this is right to the period of time, so it's going to feel like it did back then, and I love it. This thing's friggin' beautiful. Look at this. God, I love cherry wood. Look at that. Look at the seams. If I get it right. Look at that. I mean, that is fit flush, perfectly flush everywhere. Look at the butt. And you pay. You know, you're gonna pay like, you asswipe. You're gonna pay like, you know, $1,200 for it. But like anything else, once you get it all broken, get it all slicked up, man, this thing's got to be literally a blast to fucking have shoot. I can't wait to shoot this thing. So another thing with lever actions, this particular one, it does have a safety. It's under here. So that trigger won't pull unless the lever is all the way against the butt, all the way against the frame. It has to be all the way against it, or you can't pull the trigger. Watch, I'll try to pull it. It won't pull, but as soon as I go like this, pull the trigger, and the hammer goes forward. I don't want to dry fire it. I already dry fired it once, and I think cowboy guns is not a great idea to dry fire them. Nice, has a nice sound to it. It's so friggin' sweet. Now I need ammo. Ain't got no ammo now. Ain't got no ammo now. It's gonna be hard to get ammo now. Another thing, when you know, I was watching people on YouTube shoot this gun, and you could tell they're new gun people that got it. When you shoot a lever action gun, you have to rack it with authority, just like a pump shotgun. The gun needs momentum, a tremendous amount of momentum to eject a round properly. And you can short stroke it. And I was seeing people like rack like this. And it's like, no. It's bang, 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 all the way forward, all the way back. And that's why a lot of competition cowboy shooting get the lever actions tuned so you don't have to go all the way up and all the way back. You can go halfway and back. It'll still eject it. But out of the box, if it's stock, all the way forward, all the way back. All the way forward, all the way back. Don't be afraid to be rough with it. You have to be rough with a gun to make it work properly. That goes for all guns. Semi-automatics, especially when you're racking the slide. You got to rack the slides with authority. A shotgun, you got to pump it with authority. Same thing. Even an AK, when you rack the charging handle, you got to do a nice fast snap because it needs momentum to push the bullet into the chamber all the way in seat, right? So we're going to see how this bad boy goes. But thanks for watching the video. I just wanted to show you guys this. As far as I'm going to mention the holsters, which I do every video. If you order a holster now, you'll get it in days. I'm all caught up. So whoever orders a holster today, tomorrow, or next day, you'll have it definitely early next week. So it's pretty fast. So there it is, guys. The Uberti 1873 from Cimarron Arms. And what it is Cimarron Arms ships it. Uberti makes it. So, I don't know. I know one thing. It's great to look at. It is great to look at. But, another thing about these, they're very easy to take apart and clean. So, but with these kind of guns, you want to use the right screwdrivers. They have to be the flush bottom screwdrivers for gunsmithing. You don't use a regular screwdriver. Because the thing with these real pretty blued screws, they're soft metal. And if you use a wedge screwdriver, even though if you break it loose, it will ping up and ding up the slot of that screw, and you will see it, and it will drive you nuts. So go out and get a nice set of gunsmithing screwdrivers. You can go to Midway USA or Brownells. Gunsmithing screwdrivers. As long as it says that, they're the right screwdrivers to have. But you don't want to mess anything up on something beautiful like this. Alright guys, enough is enough. I'm tired of my own voice. I can smell my own breath. I'm out of here. Have a good one.